What more can I say? What's left to provide?
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
There's a ball hit deep to left field. Back to the wall. Walk-off home run. Hit to right field and down. Cedartown has tied the game. 0-1 pitch. Little chopper right side. That's going to be down. Cedartown wins.
The 3-1 pitch.
Ball hit to straightaway center field and deep. Back it goes. It is a home run.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and
we are underway. The starting pitcher is Cam Jackson for this game. That's low, ball 2 now to Cardin. 2 balls and no strikes. Andrew Carter and Logan Maddox here with you from Cedartown High School in game 2 of this 3-game set.
Bulldogs trying to officially sweep the Raiders if they can get a win here in game 2 of this doubleheader.
The 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and a fly ball hit to left field and down for a base hit. So he's going to reach. Cardin aboard with a single. And one may be asking why Cam Jackson is starting, and the answer is we believe that Cade Dingler may have pulled something or stretched something the wrong way, and he is not getting the start. So Cam, who finished the game in the previous in game 1, will come back out here for game 2. So Cardin aboard at first base. Ethan Hill, the center fielder, now batting. And also all the defenders for the Bulldogs back in their regular spots. There's a pop-up hit to right center field. Coming over to get it is the second baseman, Denver Nail. He'll make the squeeze for the first out here in the first.
Good job by Nail to range back, make the catch. It's always tough trying to snag that pop-up at second base. Try not to overrun it. He makes the catch for the first out, brings up Bryson Lofton, the senior shortstop committed to Cleveland State Community College.
Lofton, the catcher here in this game. He played shortstop in the first one. There's a fastball strike call on the inside corner to Lofton. 0-1 the count.
Andrew, we had a chance to talk to head coach Brad Lofton, and him and Kevin Johnson talked before the series, and they said, look, we're going to pitch to Dylan if y'all will pitch to Bryson. And Kevin said deal. So the two teams have made sure they get at bats.
There's a swing hit to second base, and he's going to boot it. Now, he didn't really go around. He tried to check his swing, but ended up hitting off the bat anyway. Heads over to shortstop, and runners will be at first and second now with 1 out.
Mistake over there by the shortstop, Dylan Cupp. 1 away, 2 runners aboard now for Southeast.
For the Raiders, number 1, Johnny Vega.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Johnny Vega.
And Vega will be at the plate. He's the shortstop in this game. There's a strike called over the outside corner. 0-1 the count.
Bulldogs now 16-8 on the year and 11-3 in region play. Southeast Whitfield 11-15 overall, 4-13 in region games.
The 0-1. Strike 2 called over the outside corner. Same spot, same result. And it's 0-2 now to Johnny Vega. The DH, Kobe Patterson, who's DHing for Couch, the left fielder, is on deck. The 0-2 swung on, fouled to the right side. Count will stay at 0-2 now to Vega.
Different home plate umpire in this game, different strike zone. You could tell that Vega a little upset after a couple of those outside pitches were called strikes. Not the same zone we saw in the first game. I think that's why he reached out and tapped that one just to stay alive, because he's not sure if it's going to be a ball or a strike this early in the game.
Cam Jackson looks over to second. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes for out number 2. Vega, victim of a swinging strikeout, and that'll bring up the DH, Kobe Patterson, with runners on first and second.
Big strikeout for Camden Jackson, the senior righty for Cedartown, the shorter commit. Now 2 down in the inning as Patterson steps in.
Jackson, the pitch. Strike, no, ball 1. Home plate umpire leaned over like he was going to ring up the strike, but he did not. Ball 1 now to Patterson. He'll check the runner. Cam delivers. Just missed ball 2. 2-0 the count. Must have been low. 2 balls No strikes. There's a ball hit on the ground towards shortstop. Another chance for Dylan Cupp. He'll gobble that one up. Throws a long one to first and got him for out number 3. Good play there by Dylan Cupp to take the long way to first base, but that was the only play he was going to have. And the Bulldogs get out of the top of the first with nothing allowed. We'll head now to the bottom half of the first inning. It's Southeast nothing, Cedartown coming up. Bulldogs baseball is here on the Big Double A.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
A couple of base runners get aboard for Southeast in the top of the first inning, but unlike the first game today, they do not get a run across. And Cedartown heads to the bottom of the first inning scoreless. The Bulldogs trying to get a quick start on offense, and it's an offense that has been doing well in this series. Cedartown with 8 runs in the first game, 15 runs in game 2 earlier today. And they're going to be facing the pitcher they saw on Tuesday, Jacob Gentry, the right-handed pitcher. Top of the order for Cedartown, it's the same top of the order you've been seeing. Dylan Cupp, Reese Tanner, and Cade Dingler slated to bat in the 3-hole. We'll see if the senior does bat here in game 3.
And we didn't receive a lineup for game 2 for Cedartown, but we'll see how all that turns out. Starting pitcher Jacob Gentry for the Southeast Whitfield Raiders. He's completing his warm-up tosses.
Bulldogs trying to win this series. Well, they've already won the series, trying to win this game and sweep the Raiders. Had a final score come in a while ago from up in Ringgold. Heritage knocked off Central 3-1 in the first game of that doubleheader at Heritage High School today. We'll try to find you an up-to-date score of game 2 as well.
It doesn't really matter what happens in game 2. Even if Heritage was to lose that, the standings would still be the same. But the Bulldogs must win this game if they want a chance to win the region. We'll start out with Dylan Cupp, the shortstop.
Dylan Cupp.
Reese Tanner, and then Dingler is slated to bat, but we'll see if he does or not. First pitch to Dylan. Strike called over the outside corner, 0-1 the count. By the way, Cupp broke the school record of base steals in the first game. He had 3 stolen bases. Here's the 0-1 to Dylan Cupp. 0-1 away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a great season that Dylan has had this year, and great honor that he's able to come out and get the school record. We'll see if he can get another win today for the Dogs.
1-1 is chopped toward third base. He'll field it on a couple of hops, throws over to first, and it's a wild throw. It's going to be away. Cupp tripped over, so he won't be able to advance to second base. He'll stay there, bounced right off the netting in front of the first base dugout, and Cupp is going to reach on a throwing error.
Dylan Cupp stands at first base, and a chance for the sophomore to get some more stolen bases.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 2, Reese Tanner.
Brings up the sophomore center fielder, Reese Tanner.
Reese Tanner had a fine game in game 1. We'll tell you what he did here in just a moment. Dylan Cupp certainly a threat to steal over at first. He had 3 in that first game. Does not try. It's high, ball 1 to Reese Tanner.
Score update from Ringgold. Heritage leads Central 4-1 in the top of the third inning, but Central threatening with 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. We'll give you periodic updates of that score.
Reese Tanner went 2 for 3 in game 1 with 2 runs scored. Throw over to first base, and Dylan's back safely. He reached base safely 3 out of 4 times. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is a strike over the plate, and it's 1-1.
Gentry showed some good things against Cedartown on Tuesday. Not a lot of fastballs, a lot of off-speed stuff. Had some success early against the Bulldogs. They finally found out how to hit him in the middle innings.
The pitch just missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. Cade Dingler is on deck, so it looks like he will bat, but out of an abundance of caution, he will not pitch here in this game. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Reese Tanner ahead in the count, 2-1. Dylan Cupp at first base. Pitch is a strike called. Inside corner, 2-2. Good crowd here on a brisk evening.
Runner at first base is Dylan Cupp.
They'll check the runner over at first on the pickoff attempt. He's back safely. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Dylan Cupp reaching on the air, and he's over at first base with his lead. The 2-2 swung on, chopped foul right side, and we'll do another pitch here in a moment. We hope all is well with Cade as far as him not starting this game. Hopefully he'll be available next week for the big series against Heritage. There's a pitch outside, and now it's a full count, 3-2 to Tanner. Breaking ball that was out of the zone. Full count, 3-2. Runner at first base is Dylan Cupp. The stretch by Gentry, the pitch. Swung on, chopper down the first base line. That's just going to roll foul.
While we have this moment of downtime, do want to look at the defense for Southeast Whitfield. Behind home plate is Bryson Lofton. At first base is Brett Cole, the second baseman. Lane Carden, the shortstop. Johnny Vega, third base is Brady Inslee. The outfield, left to right, is Couch, Hill, and Patterson.
3-2 the count now to the Bulldogs center fielder, Reese Tanner. One of the many sophomores on this team. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, chopper toward first, passing for a base hit. Gets into right field. Stopping at second base is Dylan Cupp. First and second, nobody out. And that will bring up Cade Dingler.
Good piece of hitting there for Reese Tanner, and the sophomore continues this tear that he's been on. Last 3 plate appearances, 3 straight hits for Reese Tanner. He's aboard at first base. Dylan Cupp in scoring position at second base. That brings up the senior we've been talking about all game, Cade Dingler. As you said, we're hoping Cade is okay.
Number 8, Cade Dingler.
For the reason that he's not pitching today, but we'll see if he can come out and get a big base hit here for the Dogs that could give them the lead with nobody out.
We got wheels on the base pads. And the pitch, runners go. It is a strike, throw down to third. Good throw, but he's safe. It's a double steal. Cupp is at third base. Tanner's at second.
The pitch was a strike. 0-1 the count to Cade Dingler, but as you mentioned, Andrew, 2 runners in scoring position now.
And Gentry looks into Lofton for the sign. He's got it, the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit to shortstop on the line, and he'll beat the run back to second base, does Reese Tanner. Nobody was covering the bag, otherwise he would have been doubled up. Out number 1 on the hard line out to short.
Credit, though, to Johnny Vega. Great job to catch that line out and still try to hustle and get a double play. Not able to reach Reese Tanner that time. 1 out. Runners at second and third for Corbin Kazort.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 10, Corbin Kazort.
Corbin Kazort is the batter. Corbin was the starting pitcher in game 1. He is back to his normal spot at third base here in game 2. And he'll hit one to right field. That one is going to be caught on a diving try. They'll get him doubled up. No, it goes away from the bag at second base. A great play out there in right field by, that was Patterson out there in right, who slid down to make the catch. And Had second base been covered, it would have been another double play.
Great job. Covered a lot of ground that time. Awkward catch, but squeezes it, doesn't drop it. We've seen a couple of times outfielders dropping catches that maybe they should have had. That time he follows through, gets the second out.
Denvernell hits a line drive to left field. That ball is going to be down for a base hit. That's going to score 2. He gets past him. It rolls all the way to the fence. Denvernell's got on the Jets. He's going to stop with a stand-up double at second base. And the Dogs strike here in the bottom of the first inning, 2-0.
Big hit there for Denvernell, and it was played nicely in left field by Elijah Couch. He was just too far deep to really make a play that time. Perfectly placed hit by Denvernell, and the sophomore with 2 more RBI today. Cedartown leading 2-0.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 6, Camden Jackson.
Cam Jackson's going to be batting here in this in the lineup. This is only his second at bat of the season. Jackson hits one on the ground. It is going to be to short. He stabs it. He won't have a play. It's an infield single for Cam Jackson, and he is excited, folks.
The senior gets a base hit, and look at that smile heading back to the bag. A great moment for the senior shorter commit, Camden Jackson, and runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Jackson will be relieved for a courtesy runner.
He's running for Camden.
Cole Dingler.
Number 7, Cole Dingler.
Big hit for Camden Jackson. What a moment.
Denvernell stops at third base as it was hit over to deep short. Cam Jackson with his first ever varsity hit in this game. And now we go to Eli Barrow, the catcher.
Bulldogs, number 20, Eli Barrow.
Just sat on that one and ripped it towards shortstop and kind of ate up the shortstop Vega. Nothing he could do that time. 2 away, 2 runners aboard. Cedartown on top 2-0 and 2-0 trying to add to the score here.
That's the third hit of the inning. Cam's single, infield single. There's a chopper hit foul. Nothing in 1 the count now to Eli Barrow.
If I'm not mistaken, a lot of these have been 1 pitch at bats for Cedartown. They're finding the pitch that they want early. Goes to show you that maybe they've figured out Gentry's pitching. They struggled on Tuesday, but maybe it's going to help them here on Friday night.
Here is the 0-1 pitch. And it's hit line drive left field. That one's going to be caught. And that will retire the side. But the Dogs strike for 2 in the inning, 3 hits, and the first base hit of his varsity career for Cam Jackson. The Dogs lead 2-0. The big one, of course, was the 2-run double by Denvernell. We head now to the top of the second. Cedartown with a 2-0 lead over the Southeast Whitfield Raiders here in Game 2.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165. Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Cedartown strikes for 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning, and although it didn't score a run, how about the moment for the senior Camden Jackson? He almost had one at Lake Point, Andrew, but it's even better that he gets it here at home.
And we were so hoping for that at Lake Point, but it was better, though, that he was able to do it here on his home field. And he was able to get aboard there with that infield single. It'll be Jacob Gentry who will be up, the pitcher.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 9, Jacob Gentry.
Jacob Gentry, Brody Inslee, and Brett Cole are due up now for the Raiders here in the top of the second inning. The pitch from Cam is inside, ball 1.
One ball and no strikes. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. Cedartown 2 and Southeast nothing.
1-0 pitch is low, ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Gentry. Cam faced 5 batters in the top of the first inning. That one is inside. Almost hit him. 2-0. Actually 3-0, I beg your pardon. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ball 4 outside, so a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning as Gentry is aboard.
Time called now as Coach Ryan Evans is out of the dugout for Cedartown. Again, shouting out the coaching staff for the Bulldogs. Cedartown is coached by head coach Kevin Johnson. Assistant coaches Austin Pope, Dustin Little, Josh Davenport, Jeff Dingler.
Congratulations goes out to Dylan
there's
Cup,
one more that
the stolen
I'm missing.
base record with 31.
So I missed it this time, Andrew.
Did you say Coach Little?
Yeah,
Okay.
Coach Little. Ryan Evans, the one that's out there right now. The one I just said.
You did mention him, so you're good. You're all covered there, man. You're good. So Coach Evans, as the aforementioned Coach Evans, heads back to the dugout after the brief discussion there with Cam Jackson. Bulldogs do have, of course, just about all their relief pitchers available. We didn't see Dylan Cup in that first game. Plus, you've got Baxter and
I've seen Jack Roper pitch some this year. Xavier Holiday.
First pitch to Inslee is in the dirt, ball 1.
Not the start Jackson was hoping for here in the second inning. 5 consecutive balls. We'll see if the senior reliever can find the zone here.
1-0 pitch. Strike call. There it is. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Able to throw it in there, even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first base is the pitcher, Jacob Gentry, and the third baseman, Brady Inslee, here at the bat.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to shortstop on a couple of hops, and another boot over there at short. It's the second error of the game for Dylan Cup, and runners will be at first and second.
Not something we're used to seeing. Dylan Cup struggling over there at shortstop. We've seen it already tonight. I think we saw it in the first, again here in the second game. Senior trying to turn it around a bit over at shortstop. 2 runners aboard, nobody out. Brings up the first baseman, Brett Cole. And time called, the home plate umpire having some words with the third base coach for Southeast. That's Brad Lofton, the head coach.
I think Maury's making note of maybe a courtesy runner or a pinch runner.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 20, Brett Cole.
Yeah, Inslee pitched or caught in the first game today. And I think he was going to see if he could bring in a courtesy runner for him, but since he's playing third base, not the case.
Just a pinch runner if you do that, the pitch. Bunt try in front of the plate. Cam Fields throws over to first, got the out over there at first. Runners move up second and third. So now the tying run is in scoring position.
Well, it's a good bunt. That's what you want out of the number 8 batter, Brett Cole, that time, the first baseman, getting a bunt down that moves the runners into scoring position. Tying run at second base now.
Alden Patterson.
Number 9 batter, Alden Patterson, comes up. Great catch in right field in the bottom of the first inning. We'll see if he can get a big base hit that could tie it right here.
2-0 lead for the Bulldogs. The pitch. Missed outside, ball 1. Now to Patterson. 1 ball, no strikes. To the 9th man in the lineup.
Good stop there by the catcher, Eli Barrow. Something we haven't mentioned much about this year, Andrew, is how great he's done defensively. It's because he's so consistent.
1-0 pitch, misses away, ball 2.
Catchers are pretty much like the offensive linemen on a football team, the least talked about, but one of the most key positions.
Now Cam asks for time so he can tie a shoe.
And they're going to call it a balk. They're calling it a balk. And Kevin Johnson is out of the dugout.
Oh, yeah,
so,
he needs to, that is ridiculous if that's what that is.
and they're going to say that a run scores on that.
No, there's no way. There's no way. He's got to go back. He had asked for time, had he not?
That's what they're saying. Home plate umpire might not have seen that he asked for time. I'm not sure, but I can confidently say that if that was a balk, that was the first time I've ever seen a balk on a person tying their shoe. They reversed the call, so runners at second and third with 1 out, 2-0 Cedartown.
The 2-0. Strike called. 2 balls and a strike. It was.
You saw it.
It was inside paint job. 2-1. Didn't mean to. He fouled it away. 2-2.
He's lucky that one lands in foul territory. Otherwise, that's just a wasted second out. Instead, Alden Patterson gets another opportunity. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Cedartown 2 and Southeast Whitfield nothing. Top of the second inning in game 2 of a doubleheader, game 3 of this week's series.
2-2 to Patterson. I don't know what was wrong with that. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looked like a pretty good pitch over the outer corner. Jackson. The 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Threw it to the same spot and got the strike 3, and that's out number 2.
Able to get it a little bit closer to the zone that time. Now 2 out, as you mentioned in the inning.
Raiders, number 5.
All your focus goes to the leadoff batter, Lane Carden, the second baseman who made a mistake defensively already. Coming up to the plate, trying to get aboard for the second time in this game.
That was the second strikeout today by Cam. And that's a pitch outside, ball 1 to Carden. Carden singled his last time, made it as far as second base. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the second inning. The Dogs with a 2-0 lead. The tying run is at second. The pitch. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike over the outer half of the plate.
Able to battle back, drop it in there, even up the count. Jackson's allowed a couple of base runners in each of the innings trying to get out of this one.
1-1 pitch has popped up foul to the right. And it's 1-2 now. Cam a pitch away or a strike away from ending this inning.
That's what Cam was trying so hard to do on Tuesday. Got those 2 outs, just couldn't get the last one. And trying to get the final out here in the second inning. He's fixed something so far today.
The 1-2 pitch. Missed low and away, 2-2.
Again, a good stop by the sophomore Eli Barrow. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2-0 Cedartown leading, and 2 runners aboard for the Raiders.
Cam gets a sign from Eli Barrow. Jackson delivers a 2-2. Swung off his fist, popped up left side. Will it stay in play? No. It's going to hit the roof of the third base side dugout, the home dugout and locker room for the Bulldogs, and the count will stay at 2-2.
Not sure if you could see, but Corbin Kazort tried.
He did.
He jumped over there. Just his vert's not quite that good. He's got a nice vert, but not that great.
The 2-2 pitch with 2 out. Strike 3 called right down the middle. Third strikeout thrown today by Cam Jackson, and the inning is over. 2 left stranded. That's 4 left on base so far for the Southeast Raiders. We head now to the bottom half of the second. Bulldogs on top, 2-0.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one stop for all your automotive needs. Oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Southeast Whitfield threatens in both the first and second innings, but get no runs across. And Jacob Gentry finds himself still trailing here as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Cedartown with 2 runs in the first. We'll see what the offense can do here in the bottom of the second, as a good part of the lineup is coming up. Logan Maddox, Andrew Carter with you here on WGAA Radio, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Also broadcasting on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on the NFHS network.
Jacob Gentry completes his warm-up tosses. There goes the throw down to second base, and we'll see Zane Barrow to lead off the inning. Xavier Holliday would follow him. Xavier's the DH.
Bulldogs, number 12, Zane Barrow.
So 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for the Cedartown Bulldogs here. That one hit foul. Back off the netting. 0-1 the count now to Barrow.
Looking back at that Heritage game, Central has now come striking back in the top of the 4th inning. It's 4-3 Heritage. Central with the tying run at third base.
Here's the 0-1 to Zane. Dropped a breaking ball in for a called strike. It's 0-2.
That's a pretty pitch by Gentry. The one thing you don't want to see if you're Cedartown is Gentry to come back and get in a rhythm after a tough first inning.
Here's the 0-2. High and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch. There's a fly ball hit deep to left field. It's going to stay in play. The left fielder makes a catch, and that is a loud out number 1. Zane Barrow just missed hitting it out of here.
The seniors come close quite a few times, just not able to knock it out of here on that pitch.
The left fielder,
first out.
The left fielder Elijah Couch out there makes the squeeze.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 4, Xavier Holliday.
And you heard Xavier Holliday, the DH, hitting for the left fielder Tony Ware. Bats left. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to shortstop off of Vega's glove. He'll be safe. And once again, Xavier Holliday reaches base. This kid is on a tear.
He is. These freshmen are showing out for Cedartown. You saw it from Cole Dingler, and you're seeing it from Xavier Holliday as well.
Now batting for the Bulldogs.
It's a good time of the season to have your young guys really start going like this.
You know, you're missing the older leadership there of the junior MJ Holliday and the sophomore Diamond in left field, but the youngsters have come and done a great job filling in. That one outside to Dylan Cup. 1 ball, no strikes. Cup reached on an error and scored his last time. Holliday reaching on the error at shortstop. And Holliday will be forced back to first base on a throw. He's safe.
Cedartown has had stolen bases galore in this doubleheader today.
Gentry the stretch, the pitch. Slice to the right side, could be trouble. No, will anybody get to it? No, the only person who had a chance who was coming streaking in there was Lane Carden, the second baseman. He almost made the catch, but just out of his reach in foul territory.
Had enough room that time, just tailed away too far from him. Cup able to get enough of that one to send it away from the defense.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count now to the Bulldog shortstop. Xavier Holliday, who reached on the E6, got his lead over at first. The stretch, the pitch. Curveball too high. 2-1.
Cedartown 2 and Southeast Whitfield nothing. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Nobody out. Or check that, 1 out. Runner at first base is Xavier Holiday.
2-1. Slice to right field, down for a base hit. Right fielder off his glove, heading to third base, Xavier Holiday. Wide throw, he'll be safe, and taking second on the throw is Dylan Cupp. And runners will be at second and third with 1 out.
Again, just smart base running by Cedartown. Gets past the right fielder, so Holiday's coming to third the whole way. Right fielder finally fields its throw into third. A good job by Dylan Cupp to recognize that. The sophomore hauls it over to second base. And 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out now for the solid Reese Tanner.
So the double with runners at second and third. Reese Tanner had the first base hit for the Bulldogs. He's 1 for 1. And Reese takes a fastball inside, bounced off the home plate umpire, I believe, and scoring easily is Xavier Holiday from third. Moving over to third is Dylan Cupp, and the Dogs now lead 3-0.
Unfortunate that time for Southeast Whitfield, and the catcher having some words with the home plate umpire.
Probably just checking to make sure he's okay, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's fault there.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit to right center field and down for a base hit. That'll easily score Dylan Cupp. He's gonna try for second. The throw in. He is safe. He's got a double, and the Dogs lead 4-0.
Great hit that time from Reese Tanner, but it's what we've come to expect from the sophomore. Another big RBI double for Reese Tanner. Got past the center fielder that time, and he's able to finally field it, throws in, and it was a good throw, but the speed of Reese Tanner, you're seeing why he's a quarterback in an option offense, if you didn't already know.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 8, K. Dingler.
K. Dingler 0 for 1. He hit a bullet over to the shortstop that was stabbed on a line. So he's 0 for 1, but he hit the ball solidly. And there's a tapper hit on the ground toward the right side. The pitcher fields and throws a fastball to first, and the first baseman wishing he had a catcher's mitt after that. Out number 2.
It'll sting a bit. K. Dingler not able to make solid contact that time. He'll head back to the dugout, but it does move the runner up to third base in that of Reese Tanner.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 10, Corbin Kazort.
Cedartown 4 and Southeast Whitfield nothing here in the bottom of inning number 2, and Corbin Kazort trying to drive in another run.
He'll take a ball out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. The first out of the inning was Zane Barrow on the fly out to left field. And then that was the second out there as K. Dingler grounded out to the pitcher. Here's the 1-0 to Corbin. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to the senior third baseman. Corbin flew out to right field his last time. He sliced it over there. The wind, the 2-0 pitch to Kazort. Upstairs, ball 3.
Do want to mention the next game for Cedartown's Tuesday at home against Heritage Catoosa, 5:30 p.m. first pitch. Make sure to come out. It's senior night. Last chance to see the Dogs at home in the regular season.
The 3-0 is a strike called. He was taken all the way. In fact, I don't know, Corbin may have thought it was ball 4, but it's 3-1 now.
And we appreciate everybody who tunes in and listens on the Big AA, but come do it from the stands. And come on out and support the team next Tuesday.
The 3-1. Ball 4 upstairs. They're at the corners. At third base is Reese Tanner. At first base is Corbin Kazort drawing the 2 out base on balls. And now Denver nailed the batter. Denver had that 2-run double in the first inning.
For the Bulldogs, number 11, Denver Nail.
And Logan, this is a kid I'm just so excited about seeing in years to come. He's just such a great defender over there at second base and a great bat, too.
He's a bat that we didn't know about coming into the season. We knew he was good defensively. We didn't know what he would bring to the lineup. And he has brought a lot of power, a lot of solid contact, and a lot of RBIs.
Denver takes upstairs, and the catcher dropped it as Corbin was taking off on the pitch anyway, so he's got the stolen base. 1 ball, no strikes now to Denver Nail. And I say we didn't know. I'm sure the Bulldogs knew. 1-0 pitch. Dropped a breaking ball in for a called strike over the inside corner. Count is 1-1 now on the Bulldogs second baseman.
On deck is the freshman Cole Dingler. So it gets no easier here for Jacob Gentry.
The 1-1. Slice to right center field. The right fielder is there. He'll make the squeeze, and that's out number 3. But the Bulldogs get 2 more runs. In the first game, it was 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second. Here in this second game, it's 2 in the first, 2 in the second for the Bulldogs, and they enjoy a 4-0 lead. Back after this word from our Bulldog sponsors with the top of the third.
Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniels Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Bulldogs add 2 more runs in the bottom of the second inning, and they lead it 4-0 as we head to the top of the third. And a new pitcher in the game for Cedartown, it's the senior Cade Dingler. So Cade unable to start this game here in Game 3. He's usually the Game 3 starter for Cedartown. For those listening in from Dalton, maybe they were giving the senior Cam Jackson a start. Who knows? But Cam gave 2 very good innings.
He did. He gave 2 good innings and had 3 strikeouts. So, and I think that's what Cam probably needed, because he had a rough outing in the first game of this series back on Tuesday, and I think that's going to be a huge confidence booster. He needs the confidence heading into next week's series between the 2 top teams in the region, I think, right now. The Cedartown Bulldogs and the Heritage Generals, who will face each other for the final series. We looked at the schedule, Logan, early in the season. We saw those 2 there, and we thought, in fact, we talked about it, that it could all come down to that one series at the end of the season.
Well, we were right.
Number 7, Ethan Hill.
Here's the thing, though, and we haven't checked up on Northwest Whitfield this week, but if Cedartown ends up tied in the standings, they lose that series to Heritage, they end up tied in the standings with Northwest Whitfield, then Cedartown's on the road in the first round.
First pitch to Ethan Hill is low, ball 1.
So as much as you want to win the region championship, I think even more so, you just want to be at home in the first round. So even more motivation to go out and try to beat the Generals.
And now Eli and Cade are going to get together on the mound. Ethan Hill 0 for 1. He flew out to second base his last time up. Only 1 hit so far in this game for the Raiders. That was the leadoff man, Lane Carton. Now the conference is over with. Cade Dingler winds and delivers a 1-0. Strike called right down the middle. It's 1-1 now to Hill. Bryson Lofton, the catcher, and Johnny Vega, the shortstop, also due up here for the Raiders here in the top of the third. Sliced off the screen, right side, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bryson Lofton, the big 6'1" senior for Southeast Whitfield. The 220-pounder waits on deck as it's thrown back in on the mound to Cade Dingler. Bulldogs won the first game on Tuesday, 8-5 in Dalton. Won the second game, the first game of this doubleheader, 15-3, leading 4-0 here in the top of the third.
1-2 to Hill. Strike 3 called inside corner with a fastball. And Hill is back to the dugout with a confused look on his face, and he might have a legitimate argument there. It was kind of inside, but caught the inside corner according to the home plate umpire.
It was inside, and as we say, every strike zone's different. This strike zone a little bit wider. We saw a strike zone on Tuesday that was more vertical, up and down.
Cade gets his first strikeout and his first at bat, the first batter that he faces. First pitch to Bryson Lofton is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. This is the final region game for the Southeast Raiders. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
Not the last game of the year for Southeast. As you said, certainly the last region game. They will play Gilmer and Coosa. I think they have a home-and-home with each of those teams, and do want to wish luck to the Raiders in those affairs. Southeast has been very hospitable this whole series. We appreciate them.
2-0 pitch is high, ball 3. Really, every place we've gone has been hospitable in this new region of ours. And
they have, but, you know, if it's okay to say, it almost feels like Southeast outdone all of them.
Yeah.
Everybody there was super nice, and we really do appreciate them.
The 3-0 pitch on the way. That one fouled away. He was not taking on the 3-0 pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Time called. They check on Eli Barrow. He's okay.
In fact, home plate umpire is going to just take the ball to the mound to give Eli, and maybe even himself too, a little bit of a break, because it clicked around quite a little bit behind the plate after it was fouled off. Count is 3 balls and a strike. Of course, Southeast has been eliminated from playoff contention. I believe your top 4 in the region have already pretty much stamped their ticket to the playoffs, and that's Cedartown, Northwest Whitfield, Heritage, and Central. 3-1 pitch, bounced up there, ball 4, and it's the first walk given up by Cade, and it's a base runner with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd.
Lofton has now reached twice in this game. He stands at first base with 1 away.
Johnny Vega.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Johnny Vega. Saw him pitch in the first game today. He's at shortstop now for Southeast.
Vega with a strikeout his last time. Fastball strike called inside corner to Vega, and it's 0-1. Cade wouldn't mind a ground ball here. The 0-1 popped up, foul off the netting. And it must have got stuck up there because it never came down. Maybe it hit the netting and then bounced behind us, but I never heard it fall. 0-2 now to Vega. Cade Dingler nods, and he's got the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A big fastball there from Cade Dingler, and 3 pitches takes care of Johnny Vega, his second strikeout, and out number 2 in the inning.
Great job coming with a fastball that time, challenging the cleanup hitter and saying, look, you can't catch up to it. And that time he couldn't. Out number 2, another strikeout for Cade.
Kobe Patterson, the batter now. The DH. Fastball strike inside corner, 0-1 to Patterson. Patterson rolled out to shortstop his last time. And if I recall, it was a great play by Dylan Cupp. The stretch, the 0-1. Missed high and away. 1-1 now to Patterson.
Patterson batting for Elijah Couch, the left fielder defensively for Southeast Whitfield. 2 away, runner at first base is Bryson Lofton.
The 1-1. Bounced up there, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jacob Gentry, the pitcher, waits on deck. Cade nods, 2-1 pitch. Ball 3 down low.
If you missed the first game, Cedartown won by 12 in 5 innings. Dylan Cupp takes the school record for stolen bases. Big honor for the sophomore.
And he's got another one, I think, in this game, doesn't he?
He's adding to it.
3-1 pitch. Chopper hit toward shortstop. Dylan Cupp stabs it, throws over to first. Not in time. That's going to be an infield single. Dylan Cupp thinks he should have had him, but that's going to take a perfect play. And runners will be safe at first and second.
That's a Dansby Swanson today type play. That's not a Dansby Swanson in high school, sophomore year type of play. So Dylan Cup did a great job just to get to it, Andrew, because that's a hard one even to make it to. Against a different shortstop, that's probably just a grounder that finds its way to left field.
Here's Gentry, the pitcher, with runners first and second. 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Fly ball, foul, right side, 0-1 the count.
Cade Dingler, the senior right-handed pitcher for Cedartown. In his first inning, relieving the starter, Camden Jackson. 2 strikeouts for Cade. Trying to get the third out right here.
The 0-1. Bounced up there, and a good stop by Eli. 1-1. I've been hitting wrong buttons all night, I understand. The 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners lead away. Lofton at second base and Patterson at first. A chilly night here in Cedartown for this final game of this series. And time asked for at the plate. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 out. Cade Dingler. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts, 3 outs here in the inning. And 2 left aboard again for the Raiders. They have 6 runners left, and we head now to the bottom half of the third. Cedartown 4, Southeast nothing.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. Amy and I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back here on the Big AA. Logan Maddox and Andrew Carter with you here from the Dog Pound, Cedartown High School. The Dogs leading 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Southeast Whitfield with a lot of chances offensively. They're not able to take advantage of it. Cedartown, on the other hand, seems like, well, it's going to be a quick inning for the Dogs, and then somehow they find a way to score 2 more runs.
Indeed. And we'll see what they do here in the bottom half of the third. The batter to lead off will be Cole Dingler. He's going to be hitting for Cam Jackson.
The pitcher, Jacob Gentry, finishing up his warm-up tosses.
Now, again, you know, Logan and I aren't the best at baseball rules, but I'm wondering if they double switched. That would make sense because remember we said there was already a DH.
Makes sense. I'll go along with it.
Bulldogs, number 7, Cole Dingler.
So Cole Dingler now the batter. He swings and misses, 0-1.
He was thinking about that tree just behind the scoreboard, but instead it finds the catcher's mitt.
It used to be trees, and then we had the downburst. Now there's just a tree. 1 ball, 1 strike, and pitch that missed. There's still a few back there, though. That one missed, 2-1. Tip your hat to Cam Jackson. Pitched 2 innings of scoreless baseball and also had his first ever varsity base hit in the process. The 2-1 pitch. Chopper hit in front of the plate and misplayed there by the pitcher. Gets away from him, and Cole Dingler is going to be safe at first.
Just a tough break that time for Gentry, but what a play there by Cole Dingler. Just able to get it down, and I think even if Gentry fields it cleanly, it's going to be a tough play over there at first base. Cole Dingler was running as hard as he could down the first base line.
I'll be generous and give him an infield single.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 20, Eli Barrow.
And it never touched the glove of Gentry that time. He never did anything wrong. It just took a weird hop in front of it.
And he couldn't get to it. He kind of lost his footing. Eli Barrow lined out to left field his last time. He'll take a pitch down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Cole Dingler at first, reaching on the infield single. Eli Barrow, then Zane Barrow due up.
And now they're going to say it was a strike.
Are you kidding me?
I'm going to be honest. I thought it was a strike initially, but I thought the call was a ball. He'll step out of the batter's box and have a chat with third base coach Kevin Johnson. He says, let's go. So
maybe that's what it was.
We'll keep 1-0 for now. We'll make sure.
There's a drive deep to left field, back to the fence. That ball is still carrying. It's going to be caught in left center field by the center fielder. The throw comes back into the infield, and Eli just missed hitting it out. Boy, I had flashbacks of Rockmart all over again right there after a pitch that Eli didn't like in the Rockmart game that was called a strike. He belts the home run his next pitch to win the game, but not quite this time.
A moment that Eli will never forget, a moment that his older brother Walker will never forget, and his other older brother Zane Barrow, who's just coming up to the plate.
Zane 0 for 1. He flew out to left. He'll check Cole back at first base. He's safe. 1 away here in the home half of the third on a chilly night here in Cedartown. Coffee brewing down below. I can smell it. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch that sunk away. Got away from the catcher. And taking second base on the wild pitch. May have even been a pass ball. Cole Dingler is standing there.
Freshman now in scoring position with 1 away here in the bottom of inning number 3. Cedartown 4, Southeast Whitfield nothing. 9 o'clock, 9:08 p.m. right now.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Doubleheader that started at 5:30 p.m. Cedartown won in 5 innings, but a long game due to walks and hit by pitches and errors.
It was almost as long as a regular game. You're right. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Zane Barrow. Instead, they'll check the runner at Kane and it gets into the center field. The throw goes down to third. He'll slide in safely. What a throw from center, though. Wow.
That's Hill out in center field. Ethan Hill showing off a cannon out there.
He threw a strike over there. Almost got Cole. Had he not slid in there, he probably would have been out. No balls, two strikes on the failed pickoff attempt. The 0-2 to Zane. Curveball popped up. Shallow left field. Who wants it? The center fielder comes in. It's going to drop. Nobody saw it. The throw goes over to second. They go down to home. He's safe. I don't think they knew where the runners were, and taking second base on the throw is Zane Barrow. That's a single for Zane, and scoring easily is Cole Dingler from third.
A bloop RBI single there for Zane Barrow, and the senior flexes over there at second base. And what allowed Cole Dingler to score that time is the throw came in at second base. They didn't throw home or anything. The catcher was standing there with both hands up. If the throw comes home, then
they're probably going to get him.
Yeah. Or they hold him at third, one or the other.
5-0 lead for Cedartown. Swung on and fouled back from Xavier Holiday, the freshman. Xavier reached safely back in the second inning, reached on an error at shortstop. He also scored the fourth Bulldog run, or the third Bulldog run. Second base is Zane Barrow. The pitch. Big cut and a miss.
Cedartown trying to keep up their string of scoring 2 runs in each inning. They've scored 1 so far here with 1 out.
Gentry, the 0-2 pitch, and he balked. Unless they called, yeah, that's a balk. He didn't come set.
So Zane Barrow moves up to third base, and Southeast is fortunate that he balked. Otherwise, Xavier Holiday just had a double or a triple out to left field. It was misplayed by the left fielder out there, Couch, and rolled all the way to the fence pretty much.
The count is 0-2 to Xavier Holiday with 1 out. The pitch. Breaking ball outside.
Didn't miss by a whole lot, but does fall outside of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Zane Barrow at third base for the freshman, Xavier Holiday.
The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. Here comes the runner. It is Zane Barrow touching the plate, and it's 6-0 Cedartown. Another base hit and another RBI for Xavier Holiday. This kid's playing great baseball.
Freshman is showing out for sure and puts the Bulldogs up by 6 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And no coaching visit. Jacob Gentry going to stay out there and face Dylan Cupp.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 3, Dylan Cupp.
And you heard Dylan Cupp. That was the 3rd base hit of the inning. Dylan Cupp is 1 for 1 with a double. He reached on an error as well. He's scored twice. And he took ball 1 down low. The stretch, the 1-0. Fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike to count now to the Bulldog shortstop.
Looks like there's a light over at West Side malfunctioning.
Yeah, that was happening earlier in the season. It was a street light, one of those LED street lights that's just flickering out there.
Hope it doesn't affect the batter or catcher.
Throw down to first base. He's back safely.
Good move by Gentry, though. Better jump to the bag by Xavier Holiday, though.
6-0 the lead for Cedartown. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third so far for the Bulldogs, and we're not done yet here in the 3rd. 1 away and 2 runs in, as we mentioned. Gentry checks the runner at first. Stretch in the 2-1 pitch about to be made. Here it is. Bounced up there. It's going to be a high bouncer, and the catcher will have to corral that. And while he does it, Xavier Holiday is doing his homework at second base. To steal a Jamie Newsom saying.
On a Friday?
Yeah,
that's cold, Andrew.
3-1 the count.
Base hit, scores the 7th run for Cedartown right here with 1 out. Dylan Cupp at the plate.
Hitter's count here. The 3-1 pitch. Took a strike. Big, nasty breaking ball there from Gentry, and now a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch due the Bulldogs star shortstop, and time asked for at the plate by Dylan. He'll get it.
Bulldogs 6, Raiders nothing here in the 3rd and final game of this series. Home half of the 3rd inning, full count, 1 away. Dylan Cupp at the plate, and Xavier Holiday stands at second.
The 3-2 pitch, chopped foul. Get it to the left side, and we'll do it again. In case you missed it, both the girls and boys tennis teams victorious today at Druid Hills in the first round of the state playoffs as they advance to the Sweet 16. Great job by the tennis teams. Also had a great track meet here yesterday at Doc Ayers Field.
You know, the county track meets Cedartown and Rockmart.
Payoff pitch to Dylan. Hits him on the back. And, of course, it being a hit batsman, Xavier will have to, he was off to 3rd base, so he'll have to head back to second. So Cupp reaches for the 3rd time today. this time via the hit batsman.
For the Bulldogs, number 2, Reese Tanner.
And Reese Tanner, 2 for 2, a single and a double for the young man.
Hey, the cycle's still in order. See if he can get it done.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. He almost didn't come set again, Logan. 0-1.
Got to be careful if you're the pitcher here. Jacob Gentry, they've gotten you once. They're going to keep an eye out, especially moving forward since they've already tagged you with 1 ball.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-1.
Score update, top of the 6th inning in Ringgold, Heritage 4, Central 3.
Close game. We play Heritage next week for our final region series. The 1-1 pitch. Bounced up there. Runners are going to take off. The throw goes to third. He is safe. So Xavier moves up to third. That's where the throw went. Cup advances to second on the throw over to third.
2 runners in scoring position here for Reese Tanner. A base hit. Scores 2 with 1 out. Speedy Dylan Cup at second and the also very fast Xavier Holiday at third.
2-1 pitch. Breaking ball high, 3-1.
A lot of movement on these pitches from Gentry, just not finding the zone. Got to wonder if maybe fatigue is starting to set in a bit. He did play infield in the first game.
I want to say he also pitched on Tuesday, didn't he? The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2. That breaking ball, and Tanner didn't get it. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count with 1 away here in the bottom half of the third. 2 runs already in. The Dogs trying to strike for more. That one bounced away. Ball 4. Here comes the runner from third. He's going to be safe easy. Boy, I tell you what, when Xavier Holiday gets into full gear, he is fast. And heading over to second base is Reese Tanner, as the catcher still had not corralled the ball.
Just smart base running.
I mean it.
Just smart. What a play there by Reese Tanner. And a good job by Xavier Holiday as well, realizing that it pops away from the catcher and the day is going to be done for Jacob Gentry. They're going to bring in another pitcher. So we'll step aside here on the Big AA. Bottom of the third inning, 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Cedartown 7, Southeast Whitfield nothing. Who will be the new pitcher? You'll find out in just a moment. We'll take a time out and hear from some sponsors here on WGAA Radio, the Big AA.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. No, but
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
We're back here on the Big AA. The new pitcher in the game is the former center fielder Ethan Hill, and we saw the rocket of an arm he had a few minutes ago. We'll see if that translates to pitching success for Southeast. Cedartown 7 and the Raiders nothing. The Bulldogs with 3 runs here in the bottom of the third inning. There's only 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position as well. You've got Reese Tanner at second base, and you've got who at third base?
Third base is Dylan Cup.
So Bulldogs trying to strike for more, see if they can maybe work it up to a double-digit lead here in the bottom of the third inning.
Can't you see the redhead just blazing out there at third base? I mean,
yeah, Dylan Cup with the helmet off. And
yeah,
that's a grown man down there, though.
Yeah, it sure is. You better believe it.
Grown man at second base as well in Reese Tanner, and a very promising young man as well coming up to the plate in that of Cade Dingler. Cade, the senior, trying to get a hit here. We see him pitching now. He didn't start pitching, which was a surprise. He's now the relief pitcher for the Bulldogs as Ethan Hill finishes up his warm-up tosses with a wild pitch. Catcher will go retrieve that and give it back off to him.
Cade Dingler, the 7th batter to bat in the inning. And Cade is 0 for 2 with a line out to shortstop and a comebacker back to the mound.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 8, Cade Dingler.
And here we go with runners second and third. And one away, 7-0 lead for the Bulldogs. 3 runs have come across here in this inning. And the new pitcher, Hill. Wines delivers. Missed outside and high. 1 ball, no strikes now to Cade Dingler.
Not only is it a tough situation to come into with 2 runners in scoring position, but a very tough part of the lineup. Veteran batters for Cedartown as you've got Cade Dingler here and Corbin Kazort on deck.
1-0 pitch. Strike called. The count 1 ball and 1 strike now to Cade Dingler. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss late on the fastball.
Cedartown trying to win their 12th region game of the year if they can win this one.
The 1-2 pitch. Missed outside with it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only 3 region losses, 2 of them to Northwest Whitfield and 1 to Pickens. The wind, the 2-2 pitch, here it is. That one gets away. Here comes the runner from third. Dylan Cupp's going to score standing. And over to third base is Reese Tanner. The Dogs now lead it 8-0.
4 runs coming across here in the bottom of the third inning. There's still only 1 out.
And now the count full to Cade Dingler, 3-2. If it's anywhere close, turn him loose here. Cade does not have a hit in this game. He did get a hit in the first game, though. Payoff pitch on the way to the senior. Hits it off his fist and foul hits the one of the poles supporting the nets here at the Dog Pound. Three balls and 2 strikes. And Hill gets the sign, the wind, the payoff pitch on the way. Hit on the ground, base hit left field. Reese Tanner strolls home. And it's a single, RBI single for Cade Dingler, and the Bulldogs now lead it 9-0.
Another run batted in there for Cade Dingler. He'll be pulled, the starting pitcher. As the courtesy runner coming in is going to be number 18, Matthew Hensley.
Bulldogs, number 18, Matthew Hensley. Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 10, Corbin Kazort.
Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, an inning that has lasted a long while. If you're a Raiders fan, if you're a Bulldogs fan, you're hoping for more.
Hoping for maybe a short game like the first game was. If the Bulldog fans are hoping to get home and get into some warmth, because it is a chilly evening out there.
For those asking, Cedartown won the first game 15-3. Saw somebody asking that in the Facebook comments. Dogs winning by 12 runs in 5 innings. So far up by 9 here in the bottom of the third.
Corbin Kazort walked his last time up. He also flew out to right field. Corbin fouls one back. 0-1.
Runner at first base is Matthew Hensley. The batter on deck is Denver Nail. Ethan Hill just trying to get the final 2 outs here for the Raiders. Cedartown back in action Tuesday at home. Senior night, the final home game of the regular season, in what could be the final home game of the season for the Bulldogs. Of course, Cedartown trying to win that series against Heritage and win the region, ensure up at least 2 series at home in the playoffs. First pitch Tuesday for senior night, 5:30 p.m. right here at the home of the Dogs, WGA Radio, and here at Cedartown High School, the Dog Pound.
0-1 the count. The pitch on the way is high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the senior third baseman, Corbin Kazort.
Huge lead over there at first base by Matthew Hensley, but the young runner gets back to the bag. Thinks about a throw over to first base, but keeps the ball in his hand.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Instead, they'll throw over to first, and he's safe.
Good catch by the first baseman, number 20, Brett Cole. Had to jump up to get to it. Otherwise, that one's going to be extra bases for Hensley.
1 ball and 1 strike with 1 away. A chilly evening. Glad we're inside. The pitch hits him on the thigh. And Corbin will reach base for the second time today. First on a walk, this time on a hit batsman. And Dingler to second base. This is the second hit batsman in this inning, by the way, for Raider pitching.
Ethan Hill will head back to the mound now.
9th man to bat in the innings, Denver Nail.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 11, Denver Nail.
Denver Nail, you may recall, had that 2-run double in the first inning. He also hit a well-struck ball to right field that was caught for the final out of the second inning. Still only 1 out, and 5 runs have come across. The pitch. Chopper toward third, a base hit. Here comes Matthew Hensley. He's got the green light to throw to the plate. He is out. No, he's safe. I guess he didn't get the tag down. The throw goes to third. It's into the outfield. Here comes another run. And he's going to be safe around the third base. The throw comes in, and he's going to stand there at third base. So Denver Nail, with a base hit to left field, gets all the way around to third base on all that confusion. And the Bulldogs now lead 11-0.
A couple of errors there from the Southeast Whitfield defense, and the catcher wanting an explanation there from the home plate umpire. He definitely applied the tag, but it did look like Hensley stepped on the plate first. If Hensley slides, I don't think it's that close of a play, though.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 7, Cole Dingler.
Cole Dingler will bat for the second time in this inning. Earlier in the inning, he singled and later scored.
11-0, Cedartown leading, bottom of the third.
And he'll take a strike over the outside corner. 0-1 the count. 7-run third inning for the Bulldogs. They now lead 11-0. The wind, the pitch. Hit sharply and foul toward the first base dugout. 0-2 now to Cole Dingler.
Dylan Cup has scored. Denver Nail is what I meant to say. He's at third base. Cole Dingler, the freshman, here at the plate. Trying to get aboard for the second time here in the third inning.
Here comes the windup, the 0-2. Just missed down low. It was pretty close. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Ethan Hill upset on the mound as he walks back to his spot on the rubber, and you can tell he wanted that call badly. So close to getting that second out.
Here's the 1-2 to Cade, and he fouls it and just got a piece.
Good job by the freshman Cole Dingler just to get a piece of it, send it straight back. I think he swung at ball 2 that time, but just couldn't hold back there. Denver Nail at third base almost trips over the bag, heading back to the back there. The sophomore's back up, and he's okay.
The wind, the 1-2 pitch. Back to the circle. He'll throw over to first base. The run will score from third, and that is out number 2. I think he might have forgotten that the runner was at third.
I think he did, because
he would have looked him back.
The first baseman, once they recorded that second out, he looked over to Hill, and Hill threw both hands up like he didn't mean to do that. So 12-0 Cedartown leads, and a pinch hitter here. It's Alex Cornejo, the senior. We saw Camden Jackson get his first hit of the year and of his career. Let's see if Cornejo can do the same right here. Now, we did get to see Cornejo reach on a walk earlier in the year. I think that might have been at Lake Point.
I think so.
So we'll see if Alex Cornejo can get a base hit and keep the third inning going, as Cedartown now leads 12-0. 8 runs coming across here in the bottom of the third.
Open umpire makes note of the change.
Number 17, Alex Cornejo.
So Eli Barrow went 0 for 2 in his 2 at-bats, and now Cornejo will bat for him. The pitch to Cornejo is a strike called fastball.
Coach Kevin Johnson at third base telling Cornejo, be aggressive out there. We'll see if the senior offers at anything near the zone here.
The wind, the 0-1 pitch. Big cut, and he didn't get it. 0-2.
Nice swing, though. See if he can make contact here with 2 strikes. Bases are empty. 8 runs across this inning. 12-0 Cedartown. And the pinch hitter, the senior, Alex Cornejo.
The 0-2 pitch. Low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count now to Cornejo. If Cornejo can reach, we may have another pinch hitter on deck. We'll have to check later. We'll see. The 1-2 pitch to Alex Cornejo. Hits him on the back, and he'll take first base.
Hey, that's free bases right there. Cornejo heads down the first base line, and the senior gets aboard again. He's at first base with 2 outs, and you're right, it's going to be another pinch hit situation here. Looks like it's going to be Trent Johnson coming up, the junior.
Trent Johnson, if you recall, in the first game, entered the game late to play first base when the Bulldogs did all those defensive changes for that last half inning.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 9, Trent Johnson.
So Cornejo at first, he gets hit by a pitch, and now he'll be hitting for Zane Barrow in this at bat.
And Trent Johnson kind of reminds me of a former Bulldog, Andrew, Nick Huddleston, a guy who didn't get much playing time his first couple of years on the varsity squad. Towards the end of his junior year, started getting some more plate appearances and made the most of it. And then his senior year, if I'm not mistaken, you saw him start a good number of those games and played well in the outfield. Now, obviously, Johnson not an outfielder, but could be a similar situation if Trent can get some consistent hits here towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Huddy was a good right fielder his senior season. Big cut and a miss there by Trent. 0-1 the count.
Huddleston had some pretty big at-bats as well, but definitely defensively, he was a great outfielder. 2 away, runner at first base is the senior Alex Cornejo. Cornejo with his lead at first.
0-1 the count. Johnson fouls it back. It's 0-2.
Looks like Tony Ware is on deck. If Johnson can reach, he would be up next. Ethan Hill, the pitcher for Southeast Whitfield.
If that's the case, then everybody on the Bulldogs' active roster has had an appearance on this game except for Jack Roper. We may see him in relief at some point.
I think he ran at one point. So.
You're right, he did.
And, of course, Ware plays defensively, so I think everybody has.
The 0-2 pitch.
Ooh!
Right on the dome. Nothing but laughs, though, from Trent Johnson. He'll take it. And they're at first and second consecutive hit batsman.
That one don't feel good. They're checking on Johnson down at first base. He says he's okay.
He's good. They're going to... Yeah, he takes off his helmet and throws his hands up in the air, and he says he's fine. And Looks like Tony Ware will hit for himself this time.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 13, Tony Ware.
Xavier Holiday earlier in this inning had a base hit and a run scored. He also scored, rather Xavier did, back in the second inning. So Tony Ware will get a chance at bat. 12th man, or he's the 13th man to bat in the inning.
Wearing jersey number 13. I guess that's lucky for him.
First and second here in the third inning, the one that just will not end for the Southeast Raiders.
9:35 p.m., and I'm pretty sure this inning started at 9 p.m., if not before.
Sounds about right.
8 runs across for the Dogs, 2 out. Johnson at first base and Cornejo at second base for Tony Ware. Ware has definitely proven his worth as a starter defensively, and he's had some nice at-bats as well, just trying to find some more hits.
Ware takes a strike over the outside corner. 0-1 the count to the Bulldogs left fielder.
And as good as Ware is at bat, when you've got somebody hitting like Xavier Holiday, it's just hard to put him in, in the starting lineup batting above him.
That one inside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tony Ware.
But that's why the coaches put these young guys in situations like this, to get them real game experience and try to get them some more chances to prove themselves. And we'll see if Ware can do so with 2 out.
The 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2. If you lose him, Dylan Cupp is due. 2-1 to Tony. High and away, 3-1.
2 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second inning, and 8 runs here in the third inning. And the Bulldogs are on top 12-0 in the bottom of inning number 3 with 2 out.
The 3-1 pitch to Tony Ware. Ball 4 outside. They're loaded up for Dylan Cupp. Everybody moves up. Cornejo to third. Trent Johnson to second. And Tony Ware's at first.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 3, Dylan Cupp.
Dylan Cupp was hit by a pitch earlier in the inning. He's also doubled and reached on an error. So he's reached all 3 times and scored all 3 times. Pitch to Dylan. Down low, ball 1.
Cornejo at third base, Johnson at second base, and Tony Ware at first base with 2 out. Dylan Cupp, the umpteenth batter this inning.
One-0 pitch with the bases full. Strike call. Right over the plate. Nothing too fancy there from Hill, the new pitcher.
Jack Roper on deck for the Bulldogs. He would be another pinch hitter.
The 1-1 pitch. Fouled away to the right side, and now it's 1-2.
Trying to bring the senior Alex Cornejo home. I believe it would be his first run of his varsity career if he can score. He's at third base.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases full of Dogs. The pitch. Popped up. Right side. Will it stay in play? Yes. The catcher. No, he dropped it. He dropped it. He had it in his glove, and then it falls out of his glove and then hits the backstop, and that's going to be some new life for Dylan Cupp here.
And you hear Miss Barrow clapping and saying, "Good try." Sportsmanship here at Cedartown High School.
That's why I love
Miss Barrow.
That's why I love Miss Barrow. I just love her.
Dylan Cupp and the catcher Bryson Lofton, obviously knowing each other, shared a word after he dropped that pop-up.
The 1-2. Bounced up there. Runners are going to move up. Here comes the slide, and Cornejo has his first run. Here comes another one, and he is safe. 2 runs come across on that one. And he almost had the tag, but the catcher dropped the ball when he came by. When the tag was applied, it's 14-0 Bulldogs.
Dogs up by 2 touchdowns now here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Cornejo scores. Trenton Johnson comes all the way around from second to score. And Tony Ware is standing at third base.
10 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Incredible inning for the Dogs.
The count is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dylan Cupp. The wind, the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Fouled away.
That pitch high and outside, but Dylan reaching for it.
That one falls into the lap of a spectator, literally into his lap. And Dylan Cupp tries to barehand catch the ball that was thrown back in. So the count's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. The wind, the pitch. Hit on the ground to shortstop, a hard bouncer. The throw goes to first, and he's out. And that'll retire the side. But the Bulldogs strike for 10 runs in the inning, and who knows how many how many folks came to the plate. We head now to, the 4th? I'm in the 4th inning column here in my scorebook, but we head to the top of the 4th. Dogs lead 14-0.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We're back here on the Big AA finally in the 4th inning. Feels like it's been a century since we got out of that since the 3rd inning started. 10 runs come across for the Dogs. They lead at 14-0. And Cade Dingler back out there, and it probably feels like he hasn't pitched since Tuesday.
He'll face Brody Inslee, Brett Cole, and Alden Patterson here in this top of the 4th inning. There's the pitch. The throw goes on a bouncer, and the new catcher, by the way, is Cole Dingler. Now, did Cole Dingler start as catcher?
I think Cade did.
So Cole takes over. There may be a few other changes, too. Trent Johnson's now the first baseman. Over third base, Tony Ware is playing third base now. The shortstop is still Dylan Cupp. There may also be a few changes in the outfield. Hensley's in left. Jack Roper is the center fielder. And Britt Baxter in right field. So a slew of defensive changes after that inning. So this is the 3rd catcher we've had in these 2 games. Cade actually caught to start this game, probably just to stretch out his leg so he could squat down. All right, here we go. This is Inslee. Cut the music. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1.
It's been a night.
It is late.
9:45 p.m. as the fourth inning starts. Let's keep track of how long these innings last.
Here's the 1-0. Foul back. It's 1-1 now to Inslee. Inslee reached on an error his last time, got as far as second base.
By the way, Heritage swept Central, won 11-5 on Tuesday, won 2 close games tonight, 3-1 and 4-3 up in Ringgold.
The 1-1 pitch, fastball low and in, 2-1 the count. By the way, next week, the only idle region team will be Southeast Whitfield. Everybody else will be playing. The 2-1 pitch, strike called inside corner. It's 2-2.
With Heritage sweeping Central and Cedartown on their way to sweeping Southeast Whitfield, it makes it pretty simple for next week. The winner of that series is your region champions. Now, what happens after that could be interesting.
It depends on what Northwest Whitfield does. There's a chopper hit foul down the right side. We haven't heard anything from Northwest this evening.
Yeah, their game changer has not been updated. Last I checked, they were taking on Ridgeland tonight, and they take on Central next week. So it's not going to be easy for Northwest Whitfield, just like it won't be easy for Cedartown, but Northwest still vying for a 2 seed.
The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. It pops away. They'll have to throw him out. And Cade throws over to first, or Cole throws over to first, rather, to Trent Johnson covering. And that's a strikeout of Inslee. 1 away.
Retires the catcher / third baseman, Brady Inslee, brings up now the first baseman, Brett Cole.
Number 20, Brett Cole.
In an inning and a third, 4 strikeouts for Cade Dingler. Brent Cole 0 for 1 with a comebacker to the mound. The 1-out pitch, swing and a miss. He came up empty, 0-1 the count.
Cade's just been unhittable so far, in the sense that you can't even make contact.
The 0-1, outside ball 1. So Cedartown plays Heritage next week. Central plays Northwest Whitfield, and Pickens plays Ridgeland.
Yes.
Those are your final series of the regular season. The 0-1 pitch, just missed down low, 2-1. Pretty close pitch.
Remember to tune in tomorrow morning on WGAA radio for the birthday and anniversary club. Yours truly will be there, and I will be very sleepy if this game does not end pretty soon.
The 2-1. Ball 3, high and tight. Well, at least it's not an away game, and we're getting home at 1 a.m. like we did last week.
Andrew, you preaching to the choir right now. I completely agree.
The 3-1 pitch. Right down the middle, but apparently ball 4. That looked like a perfect pitch.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 8, Alden Patterson.
Alden Patterson, the right fielder, is the batter, as Carson Tanner has gone to his NPR voice on the PA. Patterson struck out looking his last time. Fastball strike called. Just touched the inside corner. Up next, all things considered. The 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cole stands at first base. Alden Patterson, right fielder for Southeast Whitfield at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 14-0. Cedartown leads it. Top of the 4th inning.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
And like we've seen only a time or two maybe this year, brother to brother, pitcher and catcher duo.
How about that? That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Credit to Carson Tanner. Keeping an eye out.
The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right down the middle. That's out number 2. And that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th strikeout.
All outs that Cade has retired has been via the strikeout.
Number 5, Lane Carter.
That is true.
Pretty good start for the senior, if you ask me.
And now Lane Carden, the batter. Rom Symphony coming up next on NPR. That one back to the backstop. Runner's going to take off for second. He'll be there safely. Now, this is the Big Double A. This is an NPR. So you'll probably hear like I don't know, who we lose in the news when we end the game.
Chris McKelvey did mention that could be a possible three-way tie in the region. If Cedartown wins 2 out of 3 next week and Northwest wins out, it'll be a three-way tie for first place.
Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. If that was to happen, though, Cedartown would have the tiebreaker over, if Cedartown was to take 2 of 3, would have the tiebreaker over Northwest, bounced up there.
How would they have a tiebreaker over Northwest?
I mean, the tiebreaker over Heritage.
Heritage would have the tiebreaker over Northwest, and Northwest would have it over Cedartown.
So
a three-way tie.
It would go into all kinds of chaos after that. So let's not think terrible thoughts like that.
Gosh, Chris.
2-1 pitch bounced away. Here comes the runner. He'll take third base without a throw.
3 balls and 1 strike now the count.
And it's conceivable that Northwest could beat Central 2 of 3 times, but would have to sweep them. That's right. But Central is a good team, and while the Dogs swept them, I don't think any other team except for Heritage has swept them. That's taken high, ball 4, and now they're at the corners.
I think you're right. They're a tough team, no doubt about it.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 7, Ethan Hill.
Ethan Hill, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And now Coach Johnson, I think, is going to make a call to the bullpen here. Great job by Cade Dingler coming in. Maybe he's going to keep him in there. He hasn't pulled the plug yet.
That should be a talking to.
The whole infield's coming in. This might be just saying, I don't know what he's saying. They actually could, if they wanted to, switch catcher and pitcher, and then they could just throw the other, because, Cole does pitch as well, and he's not that bad. We saw Cole Dingler pitch in the first games at Lake Point. Now the infield meeting is over. Cade's going to stay out there.
So, Andrew, assuming in the event that it would be a three-way tie, would imagine that it'd be something like, record versus what region
probably be runs,
beat or run scored.
Either runs allowed or runs scored. That's happened before. The pitch. Bounced up there. Runner will not try to score from third, but the runner will move up from first, so Carden will be at second base. 1 ball and no strikes now to Hill. If I recall, a situation like that kept Cedartown out of the playoffs a couple of years ago. That was Bull Kelly's last year's head coach, if I do believe, because the Dogs were tied for 4th, but there was in football they call it penetration, but it was the runs allowed rule that applied there. That pitch is upstairs, ball 2, 2-0 the count.
First base is open here for Ethan Hill, but last thing you want to do is walk him because you've got Bryson Lofton on deck.
And I think if he does, you're probably going to see a change, even though it is a 14-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Bounced up there. The runner's going to try to score, and he will be safe. The ball gets away and backs up there at third base. So there goes the shutout. Brett Cole scores on the wild pitch.
Count 3-0 now to Ethan Hill.
Carden around at third base. 14-1 is the score. It's a 13-run lead for Cedartown.
Bulldogs brought across 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, and 10 runs in the bottom of the third inning.
I think if the Bulldogs score, and of course we have to end this inning here, the pitch. Ball 4.
And now time is called, and that will be it for Cade Dingler.
I hate to say it. Cade pitched very well coming in, but he's just out of gas right now. So jogging in from the outfield, looks like Brett Baxter may take over because he's going to get his pitching glove. We'll see what all the defensive changes are when we come back. Cedartown High School baseball in the Big AA. Dogs on top 14-1 here in the top half of the fourth inning. You heard it right, top half of the fourth inning. Back after this.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We're back here on the Big AA. Logan Maddox and Andrew Carter with you as the young Britt Baxter will take over on the mound for Cedartown. Runners at the corners with 2 out. 14-1, Cedartown leading. Top of the fourth inning.
Britt Baxter's first batter will be Bryson Lofton, and that one's going to bounce up there. Here comes the runner from third. He is going to score. Yes, that was a bang play, though. Cole made it close on the throw over there to Britt Baxter, but the runner will move from third to home, and it's now 14-2.
Well, it's similar to what we saw that allowed Matthew Hensley to score in the last inning for Cedartown, just able to get the foot down before the tag is applied.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Lofton. Lofton has a walk today. He's also reached on an error. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch on the way. That one almost hit him. I'm surprised it didn't. The runner will move up to third base as the pitch got away. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Lofton. So Ethan Hill's at third base. 2 runs have scored here in the inning for the Southeast Raiders. Britt Baxter, the 2-1. Foul tipped, it's 2-2. Cade Dingler was struck out 5 batters. All 5 of the outs were strikeouts. Strike 3 called inside corner. That is out number 3 here in the inning, and we head now to the bottom half of the fourth. It's a 14-2 lead unless that's the game. I don't think it would be. We're going to wait and see because you never know here. You never know. It will not be. That's going to be. Yeah, so we're going to head to the bottom of the fourth inning because I said that before and I was wrong before. So it's been a long night, Logan. Let's take a break before we say something else. Strike up the bluegrass. We'll take a 30-second break.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. Amy and I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We We are back here on the Big Double A. Cedartown trying to get a win here in Game 3 of this series and sweep the Raiders. And they're off to a great start, 14-2. The Dogs are on top. New pitcher in the game for Southeast Whitfield is Nate C. We saw him on Tuesday up in Dalton. And the right-handed pitcher will try to come out and shut down this Cedartown offense that scored 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, and 10 runs in the third inning.
You know, Logan, the Bulldogs in the first game, their offense was kind of stymied a bit, if you recall. And it's good to see the Bulldogs taking advantage of everything they've needed to. The catcher who was on the plate has had to get his gear on. That's Lofton, so he's going to jog back out there as they had a backup catcher out there catching the pitches for C. And the Bulldogs will bring to the plate here in the inning. It's kind of hard to, it's going to be, I think, looking down there, looks like it's going to be Jack Roper who's going to hit. Roper and Dingler and Kazort are the batters due up, but I think Kazort's out of the game, so we'll see who hits for him. There have been all kinds of defensive changes for Cedartown. So the throw goes down to second base, ready to go.
Bulldogs, number 24, Jack Roper.
So Jack's first at bat, he was on deck when Dylan Cupp was retired. And he'll take outside, ball 1.
Roper at the plate, Cade Dingler waiting on deck. Dogs 14, Raiders 2.
That one low and in, 2 balls and no strikes now to Roper. I think if the Dogs make it a 15-run lead here in this 4th inning, game would be over.
I think you're right.
15, 10, and 8, I think, are the thresholds. Definitely isn't 12. We found that out in game 1. The 2-0. Well outside, ball 3. It's one thing I never, ever, ever remember correctly is the GHSA run rule. There's a strike called over the outside corner. 3-1 now to Jack Roper. Jack hitting for Reese Tanner. Tanner had a great day at the plate. 3-1 is rounded over towards second base. He'll field and throw to first. Good stretch. Oh, they're going to say he's safe off the bag. I think that was a gift. I believe.
I think you're right. I think he did get off the bag, but I think he got back in time if he did come off.
That's what I thought too. But we'll take it, and it'd be
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 8, Cade Dingler.
I'm not sure how you even score that. Anything goes, base hit. How about that? Here's Cade Dingler. Cade had a base hit his last time. There's a strike. Again, anything goes.
It certainly was called one.
Yeah, anything goes. Nothing in 1 the count. Cedartown leads by 12 runs. The pitch. Down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
See the pitcher for Southeast Whitfield, Jack Roper at first base.
See him do what? I'm sorry. Please don't delete me. Down to first base, he's safe. Logan is trying so hard not to crack up over there.
I just wasn't ready for it. Like, just too silly on this Friday night at 10 p.m.
Yeah. The pitch. It's low and away. It's 2-1 now to Cade Dingler. Cade was the pitcher in the inning. He was relieved in the previous inning. He was relieved for Brett Baxter.
We did see some good things from the pitcher, Nate C., on Tuesday.
Yeah,
because
we did.
Cedartown wasn't able really to hit off of him, and he's just trying to get in rhythm here.
2-1 pitch is high, ball 3. I think everyone is it's been a long 2 games. It's a little cooler than we thought it was going to be tonight. Or maybe, if we actually paid attention to the weather forecast, which I did not. 3-1 pitch, ball 4 low and away. So runners will be at first and second. Roper heads to second base. K. Dingler draws the walk.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 5, Britt Baxter.
And Britt Baxter is going to bat in Corbin Gazort's place.
First chance to see Baxter at bat here. Get to see him pitch in the top of the 4th inning. Nobody out, 2 runners aboard for the Bulldogs. And C pitching for Southeast Whitfield.
There's a strike over the outside corner to Britt Baxter. 0-1 the count.
Good pitch starting the at-bat there for C's. Struggled a bit in the first 2 at-bats here, but able to get ahead in this one up against the young Britt Baxter.
14-2 the score. Cedartown on top. The pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. The winning run, by the way, is at the plate if it's 15 runs. The pitch. Ground ball to second base. He'll feed over to second for 1 on to first. Not in time. It's away. Here comes the runner from third. He's going to score as the ball got away from the bag. And it's now a 15-2 lead for the Bulldogs.
Cedartown adding it and pouring it on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 15-2, but 1 out. They were able to get the first out over there at second base.
For the Bulldogs, number 11, Denver Nail.
And Denver Nail, what else can you say about this kid? The sophomore has been on a tear today. He's going to try to keep it up right here with 1 out and a runner at first base.
Well outside, ball 1 to Denver Nail. 2 doubles for the young man. He's also scored a run. He's got a couple of RBI as well. 1-0 pitch. There's a ball hit to left center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Britt Baxter. And Nail has his 3rd base hit of the game.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 7, Cole Dingler.
Cole Dingler steps in with 2 runners aboard and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nail at first base, Baxter at second base.
Cole Dingler takes low. Cole now the catcher for the Bulldogs. He entered the game in the 3rd inning. Cam Jackson's 1 at bat. He was the starting pitcher way back in the beginning of the game. Cam had a base hit. Cole has a base hit. That one gets away, back to the backstop. Runners move up second and third. So Baxter at third base and Denver Nails at second. And the count is 2-0 to Cole Dingler.
And we believe the winning run at second base for Cedartown, but we don't know for sure.
The pitch. There's a strike.
2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Baxter at third and Nail at second for Cole Dingler.
The pitch. Hit toward shortstop, couple of hops. He bobbles it. 1 run's going to score. They're not going to get any outs on that one. So it's now 16-2.
And Matthew Hensley steps back up to the plate trying to get a base hit here.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 18, Matthew Hensley.
And the winning run is 90 feet away, and that of Denver Nail at third.
That could be a base hit. That could be a pass ball, a wild pitch.
Here's the pitch. Line foul right side.
He gets aboard. The next batter would be Trent Johnson.
This is the third batter to occupy this spot in the lineup. Eli Barrow started the game, then Alex Cornejo, and now Matthew Hensley. Runners with their leads. The pitch. Runner goes to second. It is outside. They will not throw over there. That run is meaningless if the 15-run rule would apply.
Reportedly, Northwest Whitfield lost both games against Ridgeland tonight. So Cedartown has a home playoff series.
Are you serious?
We'll do the math and we'll check up on it, but that would make them have 6 region losses. So if Cedartown could win just one against Heritage, that's how it would work. If Cedartown could win just one.
Oh, my.
So it's not shored up yet.
If that is the case, then that is a huge turn of events in the region.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Winning run at third base.
Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2.
Brings up Trent Johnson now, and if Cedartown is going to end the game here in the bottom of the 4th inning, it's going to be up to him.
Trent Johnson.
Trent Johnson was hit by pitches last time. The winning run at third. The stretch, the pitch. Pops up left side. Third baseman underneath in foul territory. And he makes the catch as he falls down, and that is out number 3. So we'll have to go to the 5th inning. Cedartown leads 16-2. And whoever is going to pitch for the Bulldogs will have a chance to close it out in the 5th inning. We'll come back after this.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome. And even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Bulldogs trying to close this one out here in the top of the 5th inning with a 14-run lead at 16-2 Bulldogs. And Britt Baxter will try to close this thing out. 3 outs away from winning the game. If Cedartown can control at least a 10-run lead, they'll win the game. They're up by 14 now, so he's got 4 runs to spare.
Johnny Vega, Kobe Patterson, and Jacob Gentry are the batters due up for Southeast Whitfield. And if what we hear holds to be true about Northwest Whitfield falling tonight in both of their games, the Bulldogs...
It would have to be absolutely unbelievable for Cedartown to not get a home series, because that means Cedartown would have to be swept next week, and then Northwest would have to sweep Central. And after losing a series to Ridgeland, that's going to be tough because you're playing a Central team that's still trying to get that 4 spot in the playoffs. So, Cedartown 16 and Southeast 2.
I think the pitch was high. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch from Baxter is a strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Foul back. It's 1-2. Vega is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced up there.
And looking at the region for the other teams, since Heritage just finished sweeping Central, Pickens would need to sweep Ridgeland, and Northwest would need to sweep Central for Pickens to be the 4th seed. So if Pickens loses one game to Ridgeland, or if Central wins one game against Northwest, Central is your 4th seed.
2-2 pitch. Outside and high, 3-2 now.
And that's thanks to our friend R.J. Casey over at Pickens.
So Pickens just on the outside looking in, but they could possibly sneak in the back door.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch. Popped up behind home plate. Cole Dingler's got a beat, and it's off his glove. Pops out of his glove, and he'll have another pitch coming.
Had a 2-hour game in the 5:30 one, 2 hours and 7 minutes in this one.
Count full 3-2. Vega, the shortstop, and the pitch. Kind of checked his swing, and he fouled it to the right side. Patterson and Gentry also due up in the inning. Patterson the DH, and Gentry was the starting pitcher. Now probably playing another position in the defense. The payoff pitch once again. Ball hit up the middle and stabbed by Denver Nail, but he throws away to first. He made a great stab over there, did Denver Nail, but he threw wild over to first base, and he'll reach on the infield single.
Just not able to turn that amazing play over at second base is Nail, and so the sophomore allows a base runner here with nobody out.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 2, Kobe Patterson.
Now we'll bring up Kobe Patterson, as you mentioned, Logan. There, he's 1 for 2 with a single.
It's a DH batting for the left fielder Elijah Couch.
The pitch, well outside, ball 1. Good job there by Cole Dingler to reach out there and grab that one. 1 ball, no strikes to Patterson. Britt delivers. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1, on to first, double play. Out number 2, and the bases are empty.
Great play there by the defense. Great job to turn that double play, and the Dogs 1 out away from sweeping the Raiders.
Tony Ware over there at third base made a great scoop, threw over to second base, and they got the around the horn double play. A pop-up, shallow left field. The catch is made, and Cedartown has swept Southeast Whitfield. The final score 16-2 in 5 innings. Dylan Cupp makes the squeeze for the final out, and Cedartown enters next week's huge region series with the Heritage Generals with a chance to maybe win the region, at least secure themselves a number 2 seed. We'll come back and wrap up this one. Cedartown High School baseball is here on the Big Double A, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Back right after this.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf. Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Final score, Cedartown wins 16-2 in 5 innings as Who Let the Dogs Out was blaring over the speakers here, and It's been a great couple of games here, Logan. Cedartown winning in 5 innings in both games and sweeping their third region series of this season. I don't think anybody in the region has swept 3 teams.
Maybe Heritage.
Maybe Heritage has.
That's it. Big wins for Cedartown tonight, 15-3 in the first one, even better in the second one, 16-2. The final stats look like this. Cedartown had 16 runs on 10 hits, 8 errors from the Southeast defense, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors for the Cedartown defense, and those 2 runs on 3 hits for the Raider offense. Offensively, your leader in hits was Denver Nail, 3 for 4 with 3 runs batted in and a run scored. You also had a 2 for 2 day for Reese Tanner, 2 runs scored, 1 run batted in. Dylan Cup, 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored. You had Xavier Holiday, 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a run batted in. Zane Barrow, 1 for 2 with a run and a RBI. You had Cole Dingler, who was 0 for 3, but he did get 2 runs batted in and he scored once. Cam Jackson, 1 for 1. What a hit it was for him. Great moment for the senior.
Love it.
You had runs scored by Corbin Kazort, Jack Roper, Britt Baxter, Alex Cornejo, Matthew Hensley, Zane Barrow. Zane was 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI, and then Trent Johnson scored as well. So a good day for the Bulldogs. Pretty much everybody getting involved, and Cedartown sweeps Southeast Whitfield, and the Bulldogs are in contention still for a region championship.
Next week, we'll be here at Cedartown High School for senior night on Tuesday. It is the first game of the Heritage game, and yes, Max Preps also shows the 2 losses for Northwest Whitfield. That's a huge swing in the region standings. Cedartown in second place all by themselves right now. And what else did you have?
Northwest lost 1-0 and 9-3. So
wow.
Ridgeland put it on them in the third game.
Wow.
So it's unfortunate for the Bruins, big for the Panthers, and even bigger for the Bulldogs.
That's right. Again, they're in second place by themselves right now, and all they have to do is win at least 1 game next week, and they could be a number 2 seed if they win 2 of 3. They're the region championship.
Yeah, or even if Cedartown gets swept, as long as Northwest does not sweep Central, if they lose 1 game in that series, Cedartown has a home playoff berth.
So it's we're looking forward to all that. Cedartown winners tonight in Game 2, 16-2. It was 15-3 in Game 1. Bulldogs won earlier this week, 8-5 at Southeast Whitfield, and we wish Southeast the best, and also Coach Lofton. We understand this is his last season coaching the team, so he's been at the helm for 12 seasons. A very nice man who's had some very good baseball players, including his son, who's going to be playing at the next level up at Cleveland State Community College in Tennessee. Well, the Bulldogs will enter next week for the region, hoping for a region championship. We'll start Tuesday for senior night here against the Heritage Generals, and then we'll wrap up the regular season next Friday with a doubleheader up at Heritage. Logan, final thoughts on this one?
Huge wins for Cedartown, but even bigger wins for Ridgeland. That's kind of how I feel looking back on it. Big wins for the Dogs. That's what you wanted. You've had a couple of tough series here as of late, and Cedartown able to come out, get a sweep over a Southeast team that's kind of young. They have some veteran talent, but overall a pretty young Southeast team. I would imagine they're probably going to be a little bit better next year just when this young team gets a little bit older. But for Cedartown, you get the sweep and you head into next week, Region Championship Week. Doesn't get any better than that.
I mean it. I'm excited. I cannot wait. I know these guys are going to be primed and ready to go. Cannot wait for next week in a huge region series. We said at the beginning of the season it was going to come down to the final week, and it is for the Cedartown Bulldogs. This series will decide who's going to be region champions. Listen, Tuesday, everybody be here. We want this place packed. We want people cheering. We want rowdy fans. We want this place rocking for this for the Cedartown Bulldogs as they have senior night and taking on a huge opponent in the Heritage Catoosa Generals. For Logan Maddox, I'm Andrew Carter. Remember, when the Dogs play, you'll hear them on the Big Double A. Your final score here in Game 2, 16-2. Have a great weekend, folks. God bless, and thanks for listening to Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the home of the Dogs, the Big Double A.
W291 TS Cedartown.
Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340. And now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big Double A.